Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Kahalim La Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah Ba'ashim Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the big brethren, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Shalom Ba'yatah Dawadah, and to the Akim and Akhwatim that's out there repenting and thinking upon the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Shalom Mashbakah, Shalom. But let me just get into this, because you see this. Look at this. Look at this. This is what you call a fool. This is what you call a fool right here. And he probably be hanging with Edomites and all kind of shit. Look at this dumb ass. Look at this dumb ass. Don't make no sense. But I ain't finna ramble on. Let me just go into these scriptures. But I'm going to open up with this one. Ezekiel 3 and verse 4 and verse 5. Ezekiel 3 and 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. So these ain't our words. These are the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. And what he say? Verse 5. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. So that's who these words is to. That's who these words is for. They ain't for nobody else. So when you telling your people, hey, what is you doing? What is that you got there? What is you doing? You can't eat that. What's wrong with you? These dumb slave-minded ass motherfuckers think you can eat anything. Think you can eat anything, man. That's absolutely disgusting. You motherfucking slaves think y'all can eat anything. You motherfuckers are slacky. You motherfuckers will eat rabbits, frogs. You niggas think y'all can eat any motherfucking thing and you can't. Why? Because these old false ass prophets or these motherfuckers that be wearing these suits and ties, they told you this. 1 Timothy. Just a few scriptures that whatever come to the mind on this, based on this, I'm just going to pull them out. And then I'm going to go to Leviticus and bring these out. Why? But the point is, because you slave-minded motherfuckers is under the interpretation or whatever you want to call it, that you can eat whatever you want to eat. You can't. You cannot eat whatever you want to eat. You have to eat what the Most High said that he told you to eat. You should be glad that he told you what's clean out of all the things that he created. You should be glad that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah told you what's clean to eat and what's not clean. You should be glad. You should be saying the water Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah for letting me know what I'm supposed to eat and not eat, what the clean things I'm supposed to put in my body and what's the unclean things that I'm not supposed to put in my body. You're supposed to be saying the water. Thank you. But they don't. Just some stupid ass, just dumb, man. Why? Because you under this you under this interpretation right here. What they say, what them suits and ties and them pagan builders be because they ain't no churches. The church is the assembly of the Israelites. And not no idiots that don't know nothing. Don't know who they is or don't know nothing. No, it's talking about those that know who they is. The church of Yahweh. Ecclesia. That's the assembly of the Israelites. Not no fools that don't know who they is and think you can love everybody and want to be friends with everybody. Not them. It's talking about the church of Yahweh. The Israelites that know who they are. That's the church. But you think going to these pagan builders with these suits and ties on that you can eat whatever you want to eat. Why? Because they read this scripture out of context. They read this scripture with a false understanding, with creating a false doctrine. 1 Timothy 4 and verse 4. For every creature of Yahweh is good, and nothing to be refused. So believe me, that's the interpretation that dumbass this idiot right here got. He think, no, it said ain't nothing to be refused, so you can eat anything you want. No, you can't eat anything you want. And matter of fact, let's go into this. 1 Timothy 4 and verse 4. For every creature of Yahweh is good, and nothing to be refused, if it be received with thanksgiving. But you need to understand one thing. For every creature of Yahweh is good. What is that talking about? When you go to Genesis, let's grab this right quick. Let's go to Genesis. When you go to Genesis 1, and let me see. Well, let me see. I'll start at verse 20. Genesis 1 and 20. And Yahweh said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creatures that had life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And Yahweh created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly, after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And Yahweh saw that it was good. And Yahweh blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. And Yahweh said, let the earth bring forth living creatures after his kind, cattle and creepy things, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And Yahweh made the beast of the earth after his kind, and the cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And Yahweh saw that it was good. So when you read that in 1 Timothy, when you get that in 1 Timothy 4 and 4, when it says, for Yah, and he saw that it was good, what was good? All the things that he created for the purpose it was created for. It didn't say that he said it was good for you to eat. He gonna tell you what things is good for you to eat and what things is not good for you to eat. Those are just telling you for every 1 Timothy 4 and 4, for every creature of Yahweh is good. Why was it good? Because it was good for what it was created for. Shrimps was good for what it was created for. Crabs was good for what it was created for. Lobsters was good for what it was created for. To keep the ocean clean. To eat the shit on the bottom. That's what it was good for. It was goodly, perfectly created for that purpose. Not good for you to eat. Catfish that don't have no fins, that don't have no scales. You can't eat that. Because why? It's a bottom feeder. It was good. It was created good for what it was created for. To eat filth, to keep the ocean clean. These alligators, they don't have no fins or scales. They was created good for what it was created good for what it was created for. Well, rather, it was good for what it was created for its purpose, not good for you to eat. So when you're going into 1 Timothy 4 and verse 4, for every creature of Yahweh is good, that's what it's talking about. It ain't said that it was good to be eaten. And it says, and nothing to be refused. So you would think offhand, like, wait a minute, all the creatures is good, and I ain't got to refuse nothing. Well, let's find out if you're supposed to refuse to eat some of these things or not. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's go to Deuteronomy. And we will go to 14, and then we go jump to 11. To Leviticus 11. Deuteronomy 14. And I'll start at, let me see. Man, you know what? I'll start at 2. Deuteronomy 14 and 2. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. And the Lord had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. What did he say? Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. So he telling you right here, these are the things that you're supposed to refuse to eat. Abominable things. Deuteronomy 14 and verse 4. These are the beasts which ye shall eat: the ox, the sheep, and the goat, the hart, the roebuck, the fallow deer, the wild goat, the pigard, and the wild ox, and the camels. These are the animals like wild goats, mountain goats, sheeps, lambs, which is sheeps, deers. You know, you got a deer that got the horns on the head, and you got deers that don't got the horns on the head. These are the things you can eat. This where he got his hand right here, you ain't supposed to eat that. You ain't even supposed to touch that. That's supposed to stay in the water. That's supposed to stay in the water. Now let's jump to Leviticus 11. Because you ain't supposed to eat that. That's absolutely disgusting. And that's what's wrong with our people. You sitting up here with this goddamn slave mentality, thinking you can eat anything, and you eating this shit, hanging with them stinky ass Edomites, because they eat everything, possums, all kind of rodents. They eat anything, and 9 times out of 10, this old coon hanging with them damn Edomites. Don't know, brother. He hanging with them Edomites, man. Don't know, brother. Just look at some damn alligator and say, "Shit, alligator. I want to eat that. Let me see how that tastes." Nah, man, it's hanging around them damn Edomites, man. This dude is through. He's destroyed. But let's read it. Let's get this in the scriptures, because the scriptures tell you don't eat no alligator. It tell you don't eat no alligator. What does it say? Let me just jump here. Leviticus 11 and well, yeah, we can start here just on this, because this is something that's in the water. So we gonna start with that. Leviticus 11, and I'm gonna start at verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that is in the waters. But what did he say? He said everything that was in the water is good for what it was created for. Now he finna tell you the things what you to refuse to eat that was good in their creation, and the things that you're supposed to eat that was also good in their creation. What he says, Leviticus 11 and verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. It have to have fins and scales. Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. But what did he say in what? Deuteronomy 14 and verse 2. What did he say? He said, you shall eat no abominable things. Slakia, verse 3, Deuteronomy 14 and 3. You shall eat no abominable thing. So something that don't have fins and scales, it's an abomination. You shouldn't even touch it, let alone eat it. You can't eat it or touch it. Why? Because it's unclean to you. It's an abomination. Period. Verse 11. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcass in an abomination. Meaning you shall utterly detest it. You should look at it like and say, ugh. If you see somebody eating it, you should be, hey, that's nasty. Don't eat that. What it says, verse 12. Whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters, whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. So what is this? You think they got fins and scales? No, it don't. It don't have no fins and scales. So you're not supposed to eat it. Now let's jump to 29 because this is where it's going to tell you not to eat an alligator. And who is he talking to? He's telling the Israelites, you can't eat that. Look how he's looking at it. He's looking at it like, ooh, he like he want to just eat it right now. Eat the whole thing right now. Look at him. Damn idiot. Dumbass idiot. What it says, Leviticus 11 and verse 29. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creepy things that creepeth upon the earth, the weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind, and the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole. So let's go into that. Let's go into these other translations, and you'll find out that that's talking about a gator. But first, let's go here. Before I pull the scripture up, this is a tortoise right here. Look at this. An alligator snapping turtle. Now you know it's people out there that eat turtles. Look at this. Now you see this? This is the thing of the flesh of the alligator. You see it look just like, that's why I call it an alligator turtle. Look at it. It looked just like, it got the same, that so-called flesh on it that an alligator have. The same flesh. It don't have no fins or no scales at all. Those are not scales right there. Then, let's go pull the scripture out on to show you. Now, let's go into here. Let's go get it. Let's go to Leviticus 11 and verse 30 that we go to. And we're going to go into these translations and show you that you ain't supposed to be eating no alligator. What it says, let's just go to the translations. I think it's like 4 translations that'll tell you that. And let's grab it. Let's go straight to it. Let's go straight to it. Matter of fact, let's start here. The NET, the Mediterranean gecko, the spotted lizard, the wall gecko, the skink, and the chameleon. These are the things you shouldn't be eating. Right? Let's come down to it. Here it comes. What does it say right here? What did it say? The NASB 20. The gecko, the crocodile, the lizard, the sand reptile, and the chameleon. Those things you should not eat. The NASB 95 translation. And the gecko and the crocodile, and the lizard, and the sand reptile, and the chameleon. Those things you shouldn't eat. But it says that crocodile, right? So you can't eat that. You can't eat that. That's 2 translations. You got the BBE, and the ferret, and the land crocodile, and the lizard, and the sand lizard, and the chameleon. You can't eat that. That's the 3rd translation. Let's get another one. I think it's a couple more. Let me see. It should be, let me see. I think it's the N, the CEB, whatever. Let me see. Right here. The RSV. The gecko, the land crocodile, the lizard, the sand lizard, and because that's all a crocodile is. It's just a sea lizard. That's all it is. Then we got the ASV translation, and the gecko, and the land crocodile and the lizard and the sand lizard and the chameleon, those things you can't eat. What it says, you can't eat that crocodile. So let's go. Let's find this. Let's click this right quick. Let's click this right quick, and let's see what this crocodile look like. And what do you see right here? Ain't that what he had in his hand? You can't eat that. You can't eat that. Period. Now look at this idiot. Ain't that what that is right there? But let's listen to his dumb ass. And I'm going to end it off there, though. Shalom, Yasharala. And stay away from this abominable stuff that you're not supposed to be eating.
Let's cook up a gator, y'all. Got this big old dinosaur from Creole Foods. Brined it for 24 hours. Then I hit it with some Pinky Papa Umami along with some Bang Bang Flavor Gang. Cook it on the hasty bake. Smoke it at 225. I spritz with pineapple juice throughout the cook to also help keep it moist. After about 5.5 hours, damn near done. Time to leave it saucy, bossy, and glossy, baby. Little bit of 5 monkeys because I'm keeping it funky. The end result was a gator that would damn near stop you in your tracks. Smelled like heaven. Official. Like a...
Look at this dumbass dude. Absolutely disgusting. That shit look nasty. That shit look disgusting. Look absolutely disgusting. It looked like it got parasites crawling up in it. Look absolutely disgusting. And I'm going to end it off there. Just listen to this punk.
F with a whistle, baby. The meat, oh so clean and oh so damn
nasty,
delicious.
nasty,
and it
disgusting.
shreds like butter. I keep the fat on throughout the cook. 1, it adds flavor. 2, it adds moisture. 3, it's easy to remove afterward. Look at this meat from the underside of the tail. Tell me that don't look like pork or something to you. Try it. Can't recommend it enough. This stuff is good.
Legs off.
The back straps there, crazy tender. The legs.
He snatched your legs off and everything. Man, this dude is filthy. I'm ending it off there. Shalom, Yasharala. Shalom, Mashmakah.